On a couple of planes, I tried using an alternative material to the soft foam that came with the kit. One plane I use 1/32 balsa, and another I use the foam from foam plates, which I think are more rigid than the foam that comes with the plane. This is a wing made from the foam plates. I had to splice the tips because the flat material in the foam plates wasn't large enough to cut out the entire wing. This is the plane I had designed using foam plates for all the foam in the plane. There's a bend at the high point of the wing, and that makes it stiffer. With the more rigid foam, the wing didn't have the dihedral bent into it, and it didn't have enough stability, so I bent the foam kind of out towards the tips to give it more dihedral, and it flew much better. This was a pretty long flight. I think maybe it might have hit some lift towards the end of the flight that extended it, but it was pretty good. So I traced out some 1/32 balsa over the foam and made a balsa wing. The balsa wing weighed like almost double the foam wing, but that was before the foam had reinforcement. Balsa is rigid enough that no additional reinforcement was needed. Besides bending up, wings, if they're too flimsy, they will also twist, and that will cause problems with getting reliable flights. So the balsa being stiffer was good in that way too. Factors for not using balsa is it's more expensive than the foam, and also balsa tends to warp if it gets wet, or just even moisture in the air can cause that to happen. Also, balsa cannot be cut very well with scissors like foam can. 3/32 rubber, 6-inch propeller, balsa wing. I introduced two new variables into this flight in that I used a larger propeller, 6-inch instead of 5-inch diameter, but I used thinner rubber, 3/32, but I could get more turns. In fact, I had 1,100 turns instead of like 1,000 or a little less. This is an idea I used with the standard foam wing from my friend Terry Tucker. I used dental floss on the bottom all the way across and then taped over that. The wing does bend up some, so you don't have to add like a tip dihedral, and it seems like it's really stiff for most situations. And here is that plane with the dental floss flying. Looks pretty good to me. Well, thanks for watching these videos. There's been more views than I thought, and there's a lot I have not covered yet that I will in the future.